Hello dear learners, welcome you in the lecture 3rd, which is on management of transaction exposure of week 4, foreign exchange exposure and risk. In this lecture, we will go through the overview of transaction exposure management, hedging of transaction exposure, forward market hedge, money market hedge and options as a strategy for hedging. So, let us see what transaction exposure entails. So, it arises when a firm faces contractual cash flows that are fixed in foreign currencies. So, time and again we see that contractual arrangements are there when export and import takes place. So, when export and import takes place, then there is a contractual obligation on part of importer to make payment once the consignment or services are rendered by the exposer. So, because of this the exposure arises. Let us understand with help of an example. Suppose that there is a US firm which sold its product to a German client on a 3-month credit terms and invoiced 1 million euro. When the US firm receives 1 million euro in 3 months, it will have to convert, unless it hedges, the euros into dollars at the spot exchange rate prevailing on the maturity date, which cannot be known in advance. So, because of this, again there is variability. So, variability is there. So, the problem is of risk. As a result, the dollar receipt from this foreign sale becomes uncertain. Should the euro appreciate or depreciate against the dollars, the dollar receipt will be higher or lower as the case may be. This situation implies that if the firm does nothing about the exposure, it is effectively speculating on the future course of exchange rate. So, in many cases it happens that the firm wants to leave itself on the fortunes of fluctuations of future exchange rate, but that is not good for financial planning or for cash planning as a matter of fact. So, that is why the firm has to go away with this kind of speculative biases. Now, if there is a transaction exposure, let us see what are the various hedging techniques of transaction exposure. So, they are divided into two categories, financial techniques and non-financial techniques. Financial techniques are forward market hedge, money market hedge, option market hedge and swap market hedge. The non-financial are leading and lagging, choice of invoice currency and then netting. Let us see, take a situation that where a B corporation, an American firm, exported an aircraft to a British firm and invoice or billed 10 million pound payable in 1 year. So, it means what? The British firm has to make payment of 10 million pound after some duration, after 1 year. So, again, so the firm is an American firm which has exported aircraft to a British firm and billed 10 million pound. Now, the US interest rate is 6.1%, the UK interest rate is 9%, the spot exchange rate is $1.5, the forward exchange rate is 1.46 per pound for 1 year maturity. Now, see how forward market hedge is applied here. B will forward its pound receivable, that is 10 million pound. Ultimately, the exporter is going to receive 10 million pound for delivery in 1 year at the rate of $1.46 per pound in exchange for $14.6 million, which comes out to be this much. On the maturity date of the contract, B will deliver 10 million pound receivable from the British firm to the bank, which is the counterparty of the contract, and take the delivery of $14.6 million. Since B's pound receivable is exactly offset by the pound payable created by the forward contract, the company's net pound exposure becomes 0. Now, what is happening here? The meaning is the B's pound receivable is because B is going to receive pound from the purchaser, British purchaser, and on the other side it is going to pay this pound to the foreign exchange dealer with which the forward contract has been done. So, in that case pound is paid and pound is received. So, company's net pound exposure becomes 0. So, gains and losses from forward hedge, you take this example. Let us suppose these are different spot exchange rate which are there in future market, and this is unhedged position. Remember that the deal consideration is 10 million pounds. So, this is the dollar value of that pound price, and if the forward rate is $1.46, then the forward hedge will give you this much of fixed amount. Whatsoever the exchange rate is, the dollar value will not change. So, it means the firm knows well in advance that after forward contract how much amount it is going to receive anyhow. So, gains and losses from forward hedge is calculated by comparing forward hedge with the spot market. So, here you see the gains and losses from hedges, here it is positive. So, there is a profit to the firm. So, that is due to favorable condition of the future spot rate, that is 1.3. So, as long as the future spot rate is less than the forward rate, the firm will be having foreign exchange gains, and when the future dollar rate starts increasing from 1.46, then there will be loss to the firm. So, in this example, as you know, $1.46 per pound is taken, and the gains and losses is forward rate minus spot rate multiplied by 10 million US dollar. Now, let us see money market hedge. The steps are: borrow pounds so that its maturity value of borrowing is same as pound receivable. So, as you know that the borrowing rate in pound is 9%, here it is given, yes, it is given here 9% per annum, that is pound borrowing rate. So, borrow pounds in such a way that the maturity value of borrowing is same as the pound receivable. So, which is 10 million divided by 1.09. So, this much of amount in UK, the US firm will borrow, and the rate of interest will be 9%. Now, convert this much of amount of pound into spot rate at the spot rate. So, when this amount is coming, when it is convertible at the current spot exchange rate of $1.5 per pound. We are assuming the spot rate is 1.5. Now, invest this much of dollar amount in the US market. After a year, collect 10 million from British firm and use it to repay the pound loan. Remember, the pound loan is this much, which has been taken at the rate of 9%, so that the maturity value of the loan is 10 million pounds. Now, that amount will be returned back to the lender, British lender, when the importer pays 10 million pound. And now receive the maturity value of the dollar investment, which is this much, because in US the interest rate is 6.1%. So, this amount, that is $1 crore 37 lakhs 61,468. So, invest it at 6.1%, that is the dollar interest rate, and ultimately the US firm will get $1 crore 46 lakhs 918. So, which is a guaranteed dollar proceeds from the British sale. So, no currency conversion involved, it is only the spot rate which is used for converting the pound value of the loan into the dollar value, but no future spot rate is used. So, there is no uncertainty kind of thing existing in this transaction, that is money market hedge, and the US firm knows well in advance through money market hedge that from the British sale how much amount it is going to get in dollar terms. So, you see the example in form of table. The British firm, the US firm borrows pound this much and then buy dollar spot by converting this at $1.5, invest in United States was at the rate of 6.1%, collect pound receivable, that is this much of amount, net cash inflow is this much. This is the final investment amount after 1 year at the rate of 6.1%. As you see, the maturity value of dollar investment from the money market hedge terms is identical to the dollar proceeds from forward hedging. This is because the interest rate parity condition is approximately holding in our example, means there is no arbitrage opportunity. So, if IRP is not holding, the dollar proceeds from money market hedging will not be same as those from forward hedging. As a result, one hedging method will dominate another. So, money market hedge can also be used. The third one is options market hedge. For instance, suppose in the over the counter market, B purchased a put option on 10 million British pounds with an exercise price of 1.46 and a 1 year expiration. So, option to sell 10 million British pound. Assume that the option premium price was $0.02 per pound. So, it means B thus paid $2 lakh for the option. This transaction provides Boeing with the right but not the obligation to sell up 10 million pound for this much of dollars, regardless of the future spot rate. Now, after a year, the future spot price could be anything and the decision to exercise option will depend upon it only. The cost of exercising option is $2 lakh. However, considering the time value of money, after a year it would be $2,12,000 if we apply the interest rate which is applicable in US 6.1%. Option hedge allows the firm to limit the downside risk while preserving the upside potential. The firm has, however, to pay for this flexibility in terms of option premium. Now, you see the future spot rates, different scenarios are taken. Now, what to do with the option? So, if it is 1.3, exercise the option. So, as long as the rates are lower than the strike price, that is 1.46, the option should be exercised. What is happening in these two cases? So, the dollar amount proceeds, it is same, option cost is this much, subtract it from the dollar proceeds, the amount is coming to be like this one. And this amount is even more than when we convert, if this is spot rate, if unhedged position exists, then 1.40 spot rate would be used to convert 10 lakh pound. So, there is a gain here and here in both cases. When the spot exchange rate is 1.46, the situation is neutral, no change. So, the firm can go for what we call forward hedging, that is options through options, or it may not. Because what happens if it is 1.46, if there is no options contract, the firm will receive 1 crore 46 lakhs dollar. So, if after taking the options strategy for hedging the position, if 1.46 is the strike price, then the firm if it exercises the option, it gets this much of amount of dollar. From this, subtracting this, the firm will get this one. So, for using this kind of option, the firm will be having anyhow has to get this much of amount. So, whether to use option or not to use option, once the firm has taken the option, there will be this amount of constant cash flow. Now, here in this case, there will be no exercise of the option because the firm will be benefiting by using the spot rate. Now, let us see the summary of alternative hedging strategies, that is forward, money and options. The transactions were sell 1 crore pound forward for US dollars now. In 1 year receive 1 crore pound rate from the British client and deliver it to the counterparty of the forward contract. Now, the outcome is assured return. The future spot exchange rate becomes irrelevant because there is a strike price. In case of money market hedge, borrow this much of amount and buy this much of dollar as spot now. In 1 year collect this much of amount from the British client and pay off the pound loan using the amount. And the outcome is there is assurity of receiving this much of amount, that is 1 crore 37 lakhs 61,468 dollars now, or this much of amount in 1 year. Future spot exchange rate becomes irrelevant. In case of options market hedge, buy a put option on this much amount of receivable, that is 1 crore pound for an upfront cost of 2 lakh dollars. In 1 year decide whether to exercise the option upon observing the prevailing spot exchange rate. The outcome is the firm is assured of receiving at least this much of amount. Whatsoever the exchange rate is prevailing, spot exchange rate, the firm will receive this much of amount because it is under the options contract and the options strike price is 1.46 less the premium, that is 2 lakh dollars plus the time value of money. So, more if the future spot rate exceeds the exercised exchange rate. B controls the downside risk while retaining the upside potential. So, this will be the minimum price, but upside potential is the all sky. So, these are certain suggested readings for this particular lecture, and thank you.